I am about to go full force into getting this fit dream body that I want. I have my full plan, layout, outline ready, my diet, my exercise, the mental preparation for it, which is the biggest part. It's why fitness always seems to fall to the bottom of the list, why it's always one of those things in the background that never gets done. Mental preparation is where I have been going wrong in the past. I think that I have it down now, so I want to share that with you guys. I've planned everything down to the detail, because if I leave decisions for the day of, worse decisions tend to happen, and I'm about to be like a robot getting this done. The first thing with the diet, again, this is a buildup of the past 6 weeks. If you want to see that, it's weeks A through this one, F, of my mental preparation, getting ready to do this, a buildup of working on my diet. So just kind of keep that in mind. I'm going to alternate having 1 meal a day with 0 carbs and then fast. 1 meal a day, then fast. 1 meal a day, then fast. I will be flexible with it. So if I have 2 days back to back where I just have 1 meal a day, totally fine, as long as for the most part I'm sticking to alternating days. I will allow myself to have refeed days, which is where when you go low carb for so long, you get depleted of your glycogen, of the carbs, of the sugar in your muscles and your body, and you can kind of tell, you just kind of feel like weak and a little blah. So that will probably be on the weekends where I'll let myself fill up with like sweet potatoes, sourdough bread, because it digests easily, healthy carbs like that, rice. I'll only let myself do 2 days back to back with all those carbs, but it generally is a good refeed. It gives you energy, it boosts you up, and it helps your metabolism jump back up too. I won't have any cheat days. This is a big commitment for me to make, to say I'm not gonna have any cheat days. Until January 1, there will be no cheat days, and that includes Thanksgiving, that includes Christmas. So on those days, I will let myself have some carbs, but I don't consider it a cheat. When I think of cheat, I think of pizza and french fries. So none of that for the next, several weeks until January 1. For my exercise regimen, this is particular to my body and my goals. My goals are to grow my glutes and my hamstrings, glutes number 1. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday are glute days. Tuesday and Thursday are hamstring days, and I'll add in like an arm day or shoulder day or back day here and there, just if I feel like in the mood for it. If you're new to getting in the gym, I can't recommend enough to just go to the gym for 10 minutes a day. That's how I started. I actually started in my living room, just 10 minutes a day, step touch set aside in my living room. And the most important part to get that habit on lock of being a gym goer is just setting aside mental space for yourself. Something each day, Monday through Friday, where you have your own mental space for exercise. It was like, okay, this is my 10 minutes today where I'm allocating my mental space for exercise. And once I got in the habit of that, it became easier to turn it to 30 minutes. And then it was like, well, I might as well just go to the gym. And even if I go to the gym for 20 minutes on the treadmill, it's like just being in the habit of getting in the gym every day, it creates that routine in our minds. And that's the most important part. Then it builds up on top of that. So just start creating that routine of having that mental space where you're either in the gym or you're focused on your exercise, and it just builds up from there. Okay, this is the golden nugget. This is the biggest part of this weight loss journey, this fitness journey. This is like the hidden treasure. The mental part of it is what's actually gonna get us that body that we want. So be picky with your energy, be stingy with it, be selective with it, with your mental energy, where you put your focus and attention. Our time and our attention is the most valuable things that we have. We can't get it back, we can't buy it back. We're only given a certain amount of that energy each day, where we put our focus and our attention. And it's always best in the morning. As you notice, like towards the end of the day, you get mental fatigue, like having to make decisions and having to do this. It starts to wane towards the end of the day. I'm trying to work on putting my 3 most important things to me in the beginning of the day, because that's when our mental energy is the strongest. That's where we can really give it the old heave-ho. So in the mornings, it's gym time. I'm gonna start working on my gratitude journal and a passion project. So not being delicate with our energy is the reason why fitness always falls to the bottom of the list. It's why it never actually gets done. So what we have to do is rework how we spend our mental energy each day. Believe me, all of this stuff is much easier to be said on a video than to actually be done and put into work. Some of these things have been taking years to figure out, but if you can figure out all of that mental space, that mental allocation, this is where you free up the space so that you can get that dream body. First is freeing up space for fitness. This means reworking anything that drains you. Things that drain you are things that do not give energy back to you. You pour your energy in, but it doesn't return it to you. So you either have to change your perspective on it, change the way you look at it, change some things about yourself, or get organized on it so everything becomes a little more efficient. It takes less energy from you, or you have to let it go. Sometimes we have to let go of things that are out of our control. Sometimes we have to let go of things that just are not meant for us to fix. I suggest taking an inventory what you think about most, what weighs on your mind the most. Make sure those things are pouring energy back into you. Otherwise, you can minimize the time you spend thinking about those things by changing your perspective, getting organized on it, or just letting it go. So when you really look deep into where you spend your mental energy, then you can find what needs to be taken out or reworked. And of course, everyone's different. Everyone has a different situation, different things going on, but something needs to change in order for that mental space to be freed up. So it's a broad stroke, but generally that's the top 3 ways to free up that space a little bit. The second part to the mental preparation, this has been the most effective for my diet, is excitement for life. If you're like me, you eat when you're bored. Overeating gives us a feeling. It's that feeling of anticipation. It's that feeling of excitement. These are things that I found out about myself, is that the excitement, the anticipation, those things are the feelings I get from food, and it's because of not having that excitement in my life. It really becomes about getting that same feeling outside of food, and it works for me. I can see in my past weight loss experiences, when I've had that excitement, I just don't want the food anymore. I don't need it. It tastes good, but I just don't want it. My fill of excitement and stuff is taken care of. And so now every day when I'm like, okay, Sherlina, like, let's eat clean today, let's eat good today, watch your volume, I have to be aware of it and stop myself and say, no, get that fill of excitement. That retraining my mind is like, every time I want to like focus on my diet, it's like, no, that's not gonna help me. The only thing that helps me is getting that excitement in my life. Then I just don't want the food. Diet, retrain to focus on excitement. Okay, so how do we get this excitement? Again, this stuff is a lot easier said than done. It takes time, it takes mental energy, and we have so many things going on in life. It's hard to stop and allocate time to this, but I really believe it's worth it, and I believe sometimes letting go of things really helps our lives in general. Finding that excitement in life is about finding one thing that feels like it's within reach that you can work towards. For me, that's like making money, dance, human connection, finding your passion, things like that. And I had to pick one, so I'm choosing one, and then you find a task each day to get you closer to it. The key here is to have that same anticipation that you're looking forward to. Wake up excited, wake up anticipating what these things are that you're gonna get done today. Think about when you're a kid and you found out you had a field trip, or whatever it is when you're a kid and you wake up and you're like, oh, today is gonna be the best day ever. That's the kind of feeling we're looking for, and you'll know it when you start thinking of things and you feel that little spark in you once you think of it. And it may even be finding a passion. The exciting thing may be, okay, what do I want to do? And it requires having an open mind to believe that things are possible. Like, okay, well, what if I just start, diddling around with this? What if I start diddling around with that? Find something, anything that perks you up a little bit. And then what I'm doing is I'm planning my year out at a glance. I found Ollie something. I'll post the link down below. He has this really cool thing with his time planning, time efficiency thing that he does, where he puts out a year at a glance so you can see your months, your weeks. And I love the idea of that, because then it really gives you that direction. Each week has a purpose to get you to your month goal, to get you to your year goal. So to me, that's exciting. I love organizing though, of course. And then creating schedules and routine is also going to help you to free up that mental space. The more decisions you have to make, the more mental energy you're using up. So for me, like on Fridays, I always do laundry. It just is one less thing that I have to worry about in the middle of the week. Oh, I need to get laundry done. All of this, all those little things, it costs us mental energy. So now I'm getting all of those things planned out in advance, so I don't have to spend all my energy on that. I have more time to spend on thinking about what new glute exercise I want to do. How well am I really contracting my muscles in the gym? All of this energy gets freed up into having this dream body that I want. Creating routines to help free that up just does wonders for me. So having this big exciting goal that I'm planning for the future does two things. It fills up my excitement cup, so somehow the food just drifts off to the side. I have no desire for it. My excitement cup is getting filled up, and then I'm freeing up all of this energy, all of this mental energy to put towards my workout routine, my training routine, my diet routine, all of these other things that I do need that mental energy for to get this dream body that I want. Okay, the last thing is discipline is a muscle. This is something I want to repeat over and over to myself. We can develop our discipline. This has helped me over the past few weeks actually improve in my diet, improve in my workout routine, that when I want to eat something fried, oh, Sharlena, flex that discipline muscle, because we can build it over time. Flex it as much as I can. It gets easier and it gets stronger each time you do it. So flex the discipline muscle. The more reps you can get in, the stronger it gets. So that is my plan for the rest of this year. The past 6 weeks have been really transformative. Trial and error. Now I feel like I'm in the place where, okay, all of the puzzle pieces are coming together. Let's go. I'm about to get this body and get it fast. So anyways, I hope that everything goes as planned. I'm gonna do my best. Things won't always be perfect, but I think I've got a good plan to put in place for now. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video helps you guys, and I'll see you next time. Mwah.